When you're struggling with a drug addiction, where do you even go? So, where do we begin? Oh yeah. Narcotics Anonymous is a 12-step non-profit organization that supports men and women suffering from substance abuse. It was founded in Los Angeles, California in the 1950s. It was founded by this guy, Jimmy K. Jimmy K was addicted to alcohol and other drugs. You might be wondering, why do I want to know all this? And what even happens in those meetings? It's none of my business. Well, we had those same questions too. So we attended a meeting. When I showed up to the meeting, I was very confused. It was at a church, and it was at a building right in the church area. When I showed up, I didn't realize how many people there were gonna be. When I sat down, the secretary began to ask if anyone was new. I raised my hand, I said my name, and everyone said, "Hi, Emma." It was over 50 people in one very tiny room. But guess what? Our group attended a virtual meeting as well.
Alright everybody, so here we are trying once again, me and Natasha are trying to get into a
Narcotics Anonymous meeting, but just online because
last time we tried to get into a meeting, it was on Friday, it was virtual. It did not work, so hopefully it will work this time.
so yeah, I'm gonna record, see how it goes, and yeah, let's do this, guys.
We heard a lot of people's stories in these meetings, so we would like to share some of them with you. The leader of the meeting was once an addict herself. She started drugs when she was 12, and she talked about how one day her husband told her that if she didn't seek recovery, he was gonna leave her. So she left him first. She explained how she lost everything, from jobs to her family. The second person number 1, started drugs at a much earlier age, 9. She lost custody of her children, she lost her job, she lost absolutely everything, and she had to resort to stealing from other people so that she could get some dope. Person number 3 was a 47-year-old man that I did interview. He had a very intense story of how he would wake up in the middle of the street with a syringe in his arm. Because the drugs were so intense, he would doze off. He explained how he would steal money from his parents, and how he would pawn stuff just so that he could get some more. The fourth person wasn't just an addict. He was a drug driver. He went to jail many times. He then, when he was in prison, realized that that wasn't the life for him. He didn't want to be an old man in jail. This story was the most impactful to me. It was a 71-year-old man. He was about to turn 30 years sober, and he would talk about how he would fall asleep at Balboa Park because he was homeless, and the volunteers who cleaned up the trash would wake him up before the cops arrived and kicked him out or arrested him.
We just left the meeting. What did you think?
I loved it. Like, everybody's stories was like so like interesting actually. Like, everybody had like different story to say, but like all of it's like kind of connected together. Like, either their friends, their family members.
Yeah, like the 3 guys that were friends.
Yeah, the 3 guys that were friends. Like,
yeah, her story was so intense. So 9 years old, but it was very interesting. It was very impactful, and yeah.
Then there was the virtual meeting.
Hey everyone, yes, Addict. Really grateful to be at this meeting today. I think it's just a nice reminder of, we can't do it alone, right? And I have, some years come to these rooms and
listen, because out of everything, meth brought me absolutely to my knees and like broke me down to the point I was like, I will do anything. I don't want to die from this.
Yeah, just you gotta make yourself feel better. Just waste your energy that you were wasting on getting dope and getting high. Waste that energy on getting sober. Easy does it, happens 24 hours.
I'm gonna say, first off, everyone in the meeting was so compassionate for each other. Like, it was so sweet. They would lift each other up. Like, they would share prayers every time, and they felt empathy. Like, they have empathy for each other, and it's so sweet that they are like a family.
You might be wondering what we want you to get out of this video. And I'm gonna tell you the advice of the 47-year-old man that I interviewed. He said that Narcotics Anonymous changed his life, that it taught him how to love,
that it taught him how to care, and it taught him how to stay sober, and that it took him out of a very dark place. But it's important that you avoid the dark place to begin with. He made me promise to never take drugs.